Themberchaud, the husky red dragon from Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves, captured all of our imaginations, and is a great addition to your D&D campaign. Unfortunately, the only stat block that can be found in 5th edition for Themberchaud is just a reskinned adult red dragon. I wanted to have a Themberchaud that would behave like the one from in the movies for my players. I took that base of an adult red dragon and made some modifications. The first thing I did was to reduce the dragon's flight speed to 10 feet. Although we don't see Themberchaud fly in the movie, I think he'd still have a little bit of flight. Even with that tiny bit, that's a pretty big impediment for a red dragon, so I wanted to give it a pretty powerful new ability to offset the new lack of mobility. In the movie, we see that Themberchaud has difficulty using his breath weapons. In the movie, we see that Themberchaud has difficulty using his breath weapons. Often, he only exhales a gas of... In the movie, we see Themberchaud has difficulty using his breath weapon. Often, he only exhales a cloud of flammable gas. Based upon this, I gave the creature the ability to create gas clouds when its breath weapon is exhausted. It can do this as part of its multi-attack. This creates a 40-foot sphere of gas around the dragon, which is ignited by any open source of flame. When the cloud is ignited, fire damage can stack with the damage from whatever ignited it, including the dragon's own breath weapon. The gas cloud around Themberchaud serves a couple of purposes. It will give melee fighters pause when they want to get up close to the dragon, as they may be burned when it ignites. It also gives the dragon the ability to hit those fighters and still direct its cone. The gas cloud around Themberchaud serves a couple of purposes. It will give melee fighters pause when they want to get up close to the dragon, as they may be burned when it ignites. It also gives the dragon the ability to hit those fighters and still direct the cone of its breath weapon at other targets. Remember that, as with all red dragons, Themberchaud is immune to fire damage, and so can freely set the world on fire around him. I hope this Themberchaud is an exciting addition to your game. You can find the stat block and the Foundry VTT export and token on the Dungeon Sports website at www.dungeonsports.com. I'll include a direct link in the description below. You should also stop by our Twitch channel. Maybe you'll see Themberchaud in the arena. Toasty! So here we have our nice Themberchaud token. I'll pop it open, and he has his fire breath. He would, of course, want to lead with that against all the Honor Among Thieves crew. Once that was done on his next turn, presuming the breath weapon didn't recharge, he would have his flammable gas cloud, which would put this sphere up. He could then move around in that sphere or direct another breath weapon out and ignite that sphere around him, or move away from it and hit it if the group moves into it, allowing him to control space.